I've driven a lot of CVTs and I've hated every single one of them. But the Kiger 1 liter turbo CVT somehow feels significantly better than most other brands such as Honda CVT. And unlike Honda, it doesn't even have paddle shifters for manual controls. So then, why does it feel that much better? You see, most CVTs have that rubber band effect. You press the accelerator, the engines rev up, you hear a lot of noise, but the vehicle doesn't accelerate to match that noise. Most people have experienced this on daily basis if they have ridden modern scooters. And that's especially obvious in naturally aspirated engines like the Honda's 1.5 iVTEC, where the engine needs to rev up quite a bit to make power, since max torque and subsequent power comes at a much higher RPM. But this Kiger feels different, and the biggest reason is the turbo. Because it makes torque much earlier, the CVT doesn't really need to push the engine to high RPMs just to be in max torque and power band. So instead of noise without movement, you actually get the movement without all that drama. And you feel that immediately while driving this car. The acceleration is smooth, very smooth and very linear. It doesn't have that constant droning sound in the background. Renault has added these slight steps under acceleration. They're not real gear shifts, but they break that monotonous, continuous scooter-like feeling. These are less distinct than what Honda tries to simulate. And there are no paddle shifters either. But for CVT, those anyway don't make much sense. What I also noticed is that at lower speeds, where most CVT gearboxes keep shifting between first and second in traffic, this just stays smooth. It actually feels quite relaxed, but it's still responsive enough when you need it. And this is the kind of setup that's great for everyday, especially city use and smooth highway overtakes. Not aggressive, but easy to live with. Small and medium throttle inputs are clean and predictable. But let's be clear, it's still a CVT. And if you floor it, there is still a delay before the car really starts moving properly. And if you're someone who enjoys hard acceleration or very enthusiastic driving, this won't feel exciting at all. Also, while I'm talking about the negatives of the car, the interiors are decent but not really premium. Handling is alright, but nothing special to write home about. And there's absolutely no option for ADAS either. So yeah, it's not all perfect. But overall, it's priced really well, looks great after the facelift, and the automatic is one smooth operator. See, I still don't like CVTs, but if I were forced to buy a CVT gearbox car, this one would definitely be on top of my list. And if I were someone who never hustled a car, I would definitely be considering this car. What do you think? Would you pick something like this over more established players in the segment like the Venue, Sonnet or XUV, or even the Cadillac? Let me know below.